Welcome back to this Rift Let's Play. Your Sambo, Seraphis, and joining us as always is... Oh, it's Tallahassee, and he's got no nipples. G'day mate, how are you for a start? What the heck?
I'm well.
You've actually got some decent... You've got some decent clothes on. What? When did that happen? Was that in our last episode?
Yep.
Look at that, folks. He's half decent now. In fact, that's some really cool looking armor you've got there. The attention to detail that these guys have gone to in terms of the textures there, you've got a nice little pattern on the front of it. Must say, it's a pleasing sight not to have to be staring at your nipples. It's been, well, it's been months that we've had to have a good look at those. So congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
No problem. Let's have a look, folks. We've got, speaking of gear, we've got a couple of things to do quickly. If I go to my character screen here we go. You can see in the last episode, of course, I picked up this robe of embers, which is going to give us a whole bunch more cool stats than we've currently got. What is it? Intelligence +4, endurance +4. Oh, well, actually, here's a question for you, Tallahassee. This robe I've got, it's giving us about 30 more armor, which of course is always good. It's giving us 1 more intelligence, which of course is good. But here's the tricky one. Do I swap this over? My current robes have wisdom +3. Now, for everyone watching at home, of course, we go to our stats menu here, and if we go to wisdom, we can see that it gives us spell power and mana regen, both of which are useful for us as a mage. So yeah, Tallahassee, I've currently got wisdom +3. This new thing is going to give us no wisdom, but it will give us endurance +4. Now, if I look at endurance, that's basically increasing our health only. What do you reckon? I'm inclined to stay with what I've got wearing, what I'm already wearing, to be honest. I'm thinking I need my wisdom.
I'm inclined to tell you to go with the endurance.
Oh, is that right? So to get my health points up?
Yep.
All right. Well, you know what, folks?
Tallahassee. You die a lot.
Well, what are you saying? That I die a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we're going to go with Tallahassee. He probably knows what he's talking about more than I do. And in fact, I can see something else here we're going to have to do in a minute. But anyway, firstly, let's take off now. You shielding your eyes. I know you've covered yourself up, but please shield your eyes because we're going to have to take our current robes off. There we go. We're down to our undies. Yeah. Woo! Look out. And we're going to equip our new one here.
Do a little dance.
Yeah. He wants a naked night elf dance. That's what he wants. Anyhow, folks, you can tell that this set of robes, while it might be better stats, it looks crappy. It doesn't look as nice as the ones I've got. So, of course, now we're going to make use of our wardrobe function, and I'm going to equip that in the chest slot there. And hopefully there we go. You can see now I take on the appearance of my old robes, but on the character stats, I've got my new ones on. So that's all very well and good. Now, thanks to Tallahassee, in the last episode, we picked ourselves up this coffin nail. Now, it's a one-handed dagger, and as he pointed out, it's basically like a stat stick, isn't it? It's giving us intelligence, wisdom, and lots of spell power. Not as much as the
Yep, that's going to be main hand.
Yeah, main hand. And although it's not as much as the staff that we've currently got equipped, however, I may well have in my bags here some offhand items that I could use. So here we go, Way of the Scholar. I've got a totem. We'll put that out to the side there and we'll check that in a moment. We'll just have a look in the rest of our bags to make sure that we haven't got anything else offhanded. Have we? Let's have a look. No. Alright, so what we have to do, of course, folks, is figure out whether it's worth having these 2 one-handers rather than the two-handed staff. So, quick bit of maths. We've got spell power 32 plus 37. That makes 69 in my books, and that's more than the staff, so that's looking good. We've got endurance +1. Whereas the staff is +2, that's not so good, but never mind. Wisdom +3 on the staff, wisdom +1 only with the dual handers, that's not so good. Intelligence +6, or intelligence +4 and intelligence +9. You know what? I think it's time to try a couple of dual one-handers. And you can tell there that's a very different look for us. We'll move our stuff into another bag so we don't forget it. You can see here now I've got a little dagger at the side. If I hit X to wield them, you can see I'm actually holding a spell book there. So it's quite cool. It actually does show that on your character. I'm showing a spell book and a dagger. So let's try using these and see what happens. Let's have a look at our stats here. What's it done? Got over 1,000 mana now and 838 hit points. We'll give these a go just for something different rather than carrying around a staff. Must say, Tallahassee, I do like the fact that it actually does show the spell book on you. A lot of games, of course, don't actually show that, those minor offhanders, so that's nice. Anyway, we've got some quests to do. In the last episode, we picked up a quest where we have to, you can see here, the marks on the map, we've got to disrupt some rituals, so we're going to head over in that general direction and see if we can do some disrupting. So straight back into the questing, folks. Whoa. Okay, we're definitely dealing some pretty cool damage here. I'm not sure if that was a placebo effect or whether we are doing more damage, but it certainly seemed like it, that's for sure. Now, I also, what you guys didn't see, I also managed to pick myself up another skill because while we were offline, I managed to enter some more skill points into my soul tree, and that actually gave me a new ability, and I'm going to cast it on that mob over there, and it's called Cinder Burst, and basically it's a huge 4.8 second cast time, but it gives this absolutely humongous hit. Look at that, basically takes off half of the enemy's health. So because I'm wanting to be a very high DPS squishy nuking mage, that ability is right up my alley. And you can see there it hurls a powerful blast of fire at the enemy, causing 168 to 173 fire damage. And it also looks like it costs, well, I don't know, Tallahassee, you might be able to help me out here. On the tooltip it says plus 37 charge. Now, does that mean that it's, oh, hang on, we've got a mob up here right in front of us there. Does that mean it's actually adding to my planar charges up there on my portrait? You can see the little crystals just below my portrait. Is that adding 37 to the charge, or is it costing 37? I don't quite get that.
I don't think it's adding to your charge,
Okay.
or to your planar charge. I think it's adding to your normal charge.
Oh. Oh, sorry, there it is, you're right, that's the third bar, which of course you don't have. The third bar on my portrait, we can see there, folks, charge, we hover over it. The arcane spells of a mage build up planar energy over time. Mages can learn spells that channel it towards, what does it say? Channel it towards powerful ends. So, and of course, as I sit idle, you can see it was actually going down there automatically. So I've just noticed on these crystalline missiles I get plus 15 charge, and of course on my new Cinder Burst it's giving me a huge 37 charge. And basically, yeah, there we go. That's enabling this smouldering power here, which has no mana cost but does consume 80 charge. So of course it's going to be a real push and pull play between using abilities that are building up that charge and then being able to use the abilities that use that charge. So all part of the strategy, of course, playing a mage, which means when it's me playing, it's going to go all to hell probably. But anyway, very confusing but quite powerful. And you can see there my charge has all but disappeared, and that smouldering power has disappeared. Now I can't use it, and now that I've hurled a Cinder Burst, my smouldering power has actually come up, so that's quite good. And of course what that does do is it reduces the mana cost of my next, reduces the cost of my next fire spell by 80%. So there's a lot of mana management that's going on there, and of course that's very important when you're a mage. You don't want to be running out anytime soon. And here we are disrupting these rituals. Oh, yep. Sorry, what was that?
That new spell that you've got sounds sort of like Pyroblast.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny you should say that. Pyroblast from WoW. There it was. In fact, that has a very similar effect on the mob as well. You're dead right. there's a lot of abilities here which have their equals in WoW, and as always, of course, that's no bad thing. If it works, it works. And there's our old mate from the last episode, Aldern, the demi-human, who took us to the cleaners within a couple of foul strikes. Whoops, I've sent... Oh, come back, Sandal. Ah, too late. Sorry about that, mate. It's a habit of mine to be right-clicking on mobs. And that is one long cast for the Cinder Burst. Good lord. Make sure we've got all of our buffs up, of course, giving Tallahassee our intellect. But oh, what is that? Enchanted core. Interesting. So that's obviously a rare crafting ingredient. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so 4.8 second casting time on the Cinder Burst. Obviously quite a good opener. And that should probably finish off that mob, and it did. So super amounts of damage, but of course the trade-off is that you have to stand there for half an hour casting the thing, and look at the glorious sky as the stars come out. Beautiful sunset. And we've got our mate with us here. I see we've picked up a friend, Snagger, the hunter, the rogue. Now that's something I was meaning to ask you too, Tallahassee. You've got a rogue, have you got one that's kind of specced into your typical hunter, you know, bow-wielding type player with a pet? I certainly don't have any.
No, mine's spec'd to basically a combat rogue.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Still got the combat rogue there from WoW going on, basically. Now, I've just noticed too, as I cast a very long casting time spell. Oh, got a sigil of some sort there. Have a look as I cast it again. Oh, it's on cooldown, unfortunately. But the book that I've got there actually sort of emanates some runes. This is the new book that I've picked up, and depending on the spell I'm casting, there's all sorts of different animations. It's very cool, as always.
Done.
Alright, so looks like we're handing in down to the east, I think. Is that us? Yes, it is. Let's pick off this mob.
Invasion.
Oh, okay, we'll have a look at that in a moment. Always up for an invasion, and there's a fire rift in our path as well.
That's it.
There we go, so we helped out our fellow Talarian there. Now I just noticed I picked up a scepter there. What is that? It's a wand, of course, in our shoot or our range slot, and it's giving us not as many stats. So we're going to rune break that. And for those of you who are just joining us in our Rift Let's Play, rune breaking is basically disenchanting from WoW, breaking it down into there. You can see powders and shards, which I need for our rune crafting. Where is it? Here we go. Rune crafting profession, which makes, if I bring that up, you can see it makes runes, which are kind of like gems that can slot into gear. Mate, we've got a rift. There's a life rift just opened up right next to me. Good lord. Oh, there's a quest over there.
Yep, which is why I came over here.
Aha. Interesting. A dead fairy, eh? Should be able to use the wand again to cancel the spell. Search the forests of Silverwood for travellers who have been currently transformed into unusual critters by fairies, and use the wand of anti-mischief on them to reverse the spell. Well, hey, we'll help out. Why not? You up for some life rifting, by the way? Right behind us? We want to get on with some questing.
I want to hand these in.
Yeah, probably a very good idea,
and
actually.
then go heal up since I'm at like 70%.
Actually, that's a very good point. Of course, folks, if you have a look on your portrait, you'll have a skull there. And if you hover over that skull, it's your soul's vitality, because in Rift there is no equipment damage. Instead, your soul takes damage. And you can see on mine, currently my soul vitality is 70%. So that's really majorly affecting my abilities. It means that my damage is going to be down, and my health is down. Everything is down, so we want to get to a healer, just like Tallahassee says, as soon as possible to remedy that. No line of sight. Now, of course, what we're doing at the moment is using this quest item here, the Wand of Anti-Mischief. And as you know, we don't have to go into our bags, although it is there in the bags. It just appears nicely on the quest tracker there, so we can just click on it right from the UI on the screen without having to go into our bags, which is a mechanic that WoW uses, and of course is much preferred. The less bag opening, the better. So these animals that we're trying to transformate, are they the little deer and the critters? There's an unusual squirrel there.
Deer and squirrel.
Yeah, okay, we'll cast this on here, cleansing him, and there we go, you're right, look at that, a rescued citizen, jolly good. Sound effects in this game are fantastic as well, the ambient sound rumbling away in the background there. Yikes. There you go, you can see those runes coming out of my new spell tome. The pages are flicking over. Such cool effects. And we basically one-shotted that guy.
There's a squirrel around here.
Okay. Actually, one thing I didn't check, are they counting for each other, actually?
Yes.
Oh, good. There's one. 3 of 6. Boy, that does a whole bunch of damage. 256 damage then, especially considering that the tooltip says it only does up to 173. Obviously all my buffs coming into play there, perhaps even a crit. Very nice.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's that spell or not, but when you have a look at the mob up close, it's got runes coming off them.
Oh, no, that's right, because when I cast, I get the runes happening across me, actually. So let's try that again. So you're saying that the runes happen as I'm casting?
No, on the actual mob.
Right, I'm coming up
close. Instead of being like engulfed in fire,
yeah,
there's actual runes coming off them.
Wow. Well, I'm guessing
Runes
that it's
that look like fire.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's my new spell, because that's the first time I've seen runes ever since I've started casting this one. That's a very cool effect. Oh, now one thing I did mean to mention in our last episode that I keep forgetting about. You may remember, folks watching, that Tallahassee and I have been asking about damage meters. And oh, nuclear explosion! There goes Tallahassee. He is now level 16. Congratulations to you, my friend. Well done.
Thank you.
And of course, that's the other thing we've completely forgotten. Now we're level 15 and 16. We won't be able to do it in this episode, but now take a look at what we've got down the bottom here. We've got looking for group. We've got some dungeons. If we open these up, we should have the realm of the... Oh, that's interesting. Why is that not unlocked? The realm of the Fae says here it's a normal dungeon, range 15 to 22. I'm 15, you're 16. Why is that not available? Do we have to
get the quests?
Oh, now where are those quests?
There's a squirrel there unless you got all 6.
Oh, thanks. We'll do the squirrel. Whereabouts do we pick up quests in order to be able to give ourselves access to a dungeon?
Sanctum.
Aha. Okay, well that's something we're obviously going to have to do. And look at this, as the world of Talara turns to night. It's so pretty. Why have I got Waypoint of Seraphis? Okay, we've got to go and hand it over there. Where are you? Oh, look at those rays of lights coming through the trees. Beautiful. Now, where are you heading?
Sanctum.
Oh. And I noticed there's a quest handed on the way as well, which is good. Back on the Overwatch Road. Hello. Oh, who's that? Coastal Rover. That's okay. What a beautiful evening it is for a ride on turtles. Now, yes.
Yep, speaking of turtles, artifact over here for you.
Oh, look at that. Good old Tallahassee. He's got the nose for artifacts. And it's just so wonderful of him that, of course, he gives them pretty much all to us. Very lucky. There we go. We'll add that to our collection. And there we are. Lovely jubbly.
Just now, getting back to turtles.
Yes.
Everyone go on YouTube, look up Epic Mealtime,
Epic Mealtime?
and have a look at have a look at their latest video.
Don't tell me they're eating turtles, or you don't want to give the game away.
No, I'm quite happy to give the game away. It's they call it the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically they eat turtle.
That's gross. That is disgusting. You know, I used to subscribe to Epic.
Tasty.
Well, I used to subscribe to that channel, but you know what? In the end, they used to make so many gross, disgusting things that I had to, like, just not watch it anymore, because sometimes it would make me feel ill, the sort of stuff that they make. It's just so sickly, unbelievable. Oh, classic.
Accept my challenge.
They're nuts, those guys. All right, yeah, well, look at this. We get to choose ourselves some new shoes as well. Fantastic. What do we got? Yep, that's definitely a upgrade for us.
It's a harsh world out there.
So let's have a look at the look of them, quite literally, and we'll see if we use these. Oh, they're very flash, actually. Very flash. Let's equip those. There we go. Although, do I like the look of them or the other ones on me? I actually think I like the other one. So there we go. That's okay, folks. Of course, we get to use the wardrobe there, the apparent slots, and we'll pop our old shoes in there. But of course, using the stats of our brand spanking new ones. Another hand in.
Are you here to help?
Oh, a couple of quests to hand in. Oh, and another staff. Just as we switched to our one-handers, let's have a look. We've got another one-hander there. Dexterity, no, so we're going to have to take the staff. Spell power is 80, that's a lot more than what we've got combined. Wisdom is a lot more. Yep, okay, we're going to have to go back to using a two-hander. That's okay. And there we go. Leveling up. Thank you, boom. Speak to Dalen at the West Thicket. Let's see where that is. Oh, yep, that's the Wayward Thicket, rather. So it's obviously these quests are going to be designed to take us further north into this Silverwood zone. Of course, all of this time we've been playing, look at how little we've uncovered of the map. If I zoom right out there, yep, you can see just in this one little zone of, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 huge zones. All we've managed to do so far is uncover a tiny little half of a Silverwood. This game is nuts. It's crazy big. Anyway, what I was trying to say before, I'll get on my horsey. Actually, what I'll do first of all is equip our new staff. What am I saying? Cannot put this type of equipment in your wardrobe. Oh, we don't want the wardrobe. We want that. There we go. And yes, that's very nice, giving us a whole bunch more spell power by the looks of things. Yes, plus 137, very nice. While we make our way to Sanctum, you might remember Tallahassee, we were asking our viewers, oh my god, look at the view of that. Hang on, we've got to get a shot. Turn around, it's photo time. In fact, this might be another good opportunity to just remind everybody of the new functionality. If we quickly go into our options here, and where are we? Settings, and go into Riftconnect. You can see here that we've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, we've got YouTube, and we've got Tumblr, although my Facebook's signed out for some reason. Please, to sign in or out of Facebook, please use the Rift Patcher. Oh, I don't know why it signed us out. That's weird. Is your Facebook? Oh, I don't suppose.
Facebook.
Yeah, it must just be Facebook, you're right. So what we can do, of course, folks, you can type a whole bunch of things. You can type /FB for Facebook, and that will allow you to make a post on Facebook. Or you can type /FBPic. I think it is. Is it FB Pic or Pic FP? I think it's FB Pic. It's the same with Twitter. You can go tweet pic or just tweet, and I think you can do the same with Tumblr. I think it's either Tumblr or Tum. Can't remember now. Oh, there we go. It's actually up here in the text. What am I saying? Tumblr pic or just /Tumblr. We've got /tweet or tweetpic and /FB pic or just FB. Or you'll notice here it says you can type blast or /blast pic, which will send everything and the screenshot, including your message, to all of your connected things. Now, I did want this to go to Facebook, but unfortunately won't be able to. So let's do this now. Let's type. Hang on, we'll make sure we've got a nice picture in the background there. Whoops, don't want to be turning around. Here we go, nice pretty screenshot, and let's go /blast pick. And then of course I can type Tallahassee and Seraphis outside Sanctum at night. And if I hit enter there we go, you can see that the UI flashed, meaning that in the screenshot the UI actually won't be there. Now that, by the way, if you go into your settings here and go back to Riftconnect, you can see that individually, Facebook, Twitter or Tumblr, you can opt to actually hide the UI for screenshots or not. And there you go, Twitter update sent and Facebook update has, oh, it says the Facebook update has sent. That's weird because I'm staring at a screen here that says that it's logged out, but oh well, who knows. Never mind. Now if I quickly have a look, I'm on my iPhone next to me, if I quickly go to my Twitter account and refresh that screen, let's have a look. And there it is, Tallahassee and Seraphis outside Sanctum at night, and it's posted a picture to yfrog.com automatically, so you don't have to set any of that up, and it's loading that picture now. And oh, you'll be happy with that shot there, Tallahassee. It looks very pretty. Caught your good side, by the way, just so you know.
I have a good side?
You do have a good side. In game, anyway. There we go. Now, very quickly, finishing off what I was trying to say before. Well, you look good in this picture. Let's put it that way. We were talking about a damage meter, and you'll be happy to know that one of our kind viewers actually supplied us with a couple of comments in one of our more recent episodes where he's actually found a couple of add-ons which are damage meters. Now, I haven't done anything yet, but Tallahassee, I thought, well, I mean, I haven't actually investigated it, but I didn't realise that, let's just pick up this repeatable daily quest here. I didn't realise that you could actually add add-ons to Rift. Since when have you been able to do that?
No idea.
Well, I'm assuming that they're add-ons. I mean, I didn't, I must admit, didn't get a chance to actually check out the links that he put up there. Maybe they're not add-ons, and maybe instead, of course, they're programs that run in the background or something. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to have to check that out.
I assume this is done in .NET, so they should be able to add anything they want to it.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, a lot of games don't actually allow you to run add-ons. For example, Lord of the Rings Online and a bunch of others. So we'll definitely have to investigate that. And look at him, that is awesome armor. And of course, folks, if you're only just joining us recently in this Let's Play series, sorry we didn't describe where we were, but we're basically in the capital. If we zoom in here, you can see it's called Sanctum. This is effectively the Guardian's capital, and there's a whole bunch of various vendors and facilities here. If you want to check out what is available, go look up one of our previous episodes, which is titled To Sanctum Come, and you'll be able to get a guided tour of Tallahassee taking us around Sanctum there. Alright, so here we go. We're looking at handing in here the High Priestess of the Vigil. We've been sent here on a cookie crumb quest, and we've got to burn the Crown of Seasons in the Brazier of Winter's End.
We must open
Thank you for that. And whereabouts is that? Where is that brazier? Is that nearby?
It is in the realm of the Fae.
Oh, is it miles away, is it?
It's a dungeon.
Oh, what? Hang on. I would like you to
Go
begin...
you're looking for group and you'll be able to see that.
Hang on a second. Where does it... Oh, the Crown of Till. Sorry, I didn't actually see that had gone in there. Okay, Realm of the Fae. Yeah, you're right. Look at that. Dungeon and story. It actually lists it in the quest log as a dungeon quest. Good pick up there, Tallahassee. Dungeon. Shyla wants you to take the Crown of Seasons from Twill, then burn it in the Brazier of the Winter's End. Interesting. And it looks like we're getting... necks. Yep, there's a couple of really nice neck items there, so that's bloody good. Well done us. Now let's go into this dungeon finder like Tallahassee said, and oh hey, I've got myself another soul point. I'm gonna have to spend that later. Go into the dungeon finder here, and you can see the Realm of the Fae is in fact the first dungeon. I don't know about you, mate, but I'm so looking forward to doing this. So, do you know where we need to go to do the quest to enable this dungeon to be unlocked?
I have no idea where we need to go for this one.
Ah, okay.
But, having said that, if there is anyone out there that knows what we have to do, please let us know in the comments.
There you go, a desperate plea from Tallahassee and myself.
Yeah. Also, if you are on Wolfsbane and you're of a level to be able to do this, send us a PM and we'll try to organise a group for it for the next run.
Well, you know what? It's funny that you should say that because those of you watching from home, of course, Tallahassee won't be able to see this on his screen, but I have just literally been PM'd by a player called Seraphis Fan. Thank you for that if you're watching our video. And he's saying that he loves our videos, Tallahassee. We are the reason that he bought a new computer just to play Rift. Keep up the amazing videos. How's that? Let's send him a tell. We just click on his name there and we're going to send him a tell. Hope he watches this, and we're going to say, hi there, thank you very much. Tallahassee and I are filming right now. Look out for a future episode with you in it. And there you go. And like Tallahassee says, I totally back him up on that one. If you want to join us on Wolfsbane, please send us a PM to either Tallahassee, you can see his name there, spelt Tallahassee, or myself, Seraphis, Seraphis. We are also, I think, Tallahassee, we've spoken about it many a time and not done anything about it. We want to get a guild going, or in fact join an Oceanic guild. But in the meantime, if you're around level 15, 16 or something like that, as he said, come and join us, say hello, because we'd love to be able to run these dungeons with some fine viewers of our own rather than perfect strangers. Tallahassee, what role would you be taking on in a run? It says here that you're an offensive warrior, so I'm presuming you'd be choosing DPS.
Yeah, I'd be going DPS, which means that we'd need a tank. We'd
Okay.
also need a healer
Yep.
and probably a support or another DPS.
Yep, and of course what he's talking about there, if we go into the dungeon finder here, into looking for group, you can see that the it's slightly different to WoW. You've got your typical tank heals damage, but yes, there is a support group here. So yeah, I'm damaged, Tallahassee's damaged, so there we go. How many can be in a group, by the way? Is it 5-mans? Or is it more
I think
than
it's just
that?
5-mans.
Okay, some games obviously allow you to have 6, so anyway. So there you go, a desperate plea from us to come and join us if you're on Wolfsbane. Of course, you don't have to live in Oceania to be able to play on Wolfsbane, because in fact Wolfsbane is a US server. It's just that it's been designated as the unofficial Australian and South Pacific server, so you're not going to suffer any ping disadvantage. In fact, we're the ones that are suffering a bigger ping, if anything. So come join us. Now that we're at the level we can do these dungeons, we'll probably hold off doing it until we can get a bit of a group of our viewers together. So come and join us over here. In the meantime, Tallahassee, thank you very much for joining us in this episode once again with your covered up nipples. It's a pleasure not to see them. And of course, thank you guys at home for watching. We certainly hope you're having a great day, and of course more so that you come and join us in our next adventure in Talara. So until then, it's us saying take care, we'll see you later, and bye bye.